The undefeated duck came from a concept of the don't quit, don't ever give up, even if your jaw is broken. So that's how I came along with all that. And we'll explain that in another video. But what we're doing here is we're putting down that first satin slash stitch layer. And this is something for that actual puff that's getting ready to get laid down on top of it to actually adhere to. I'm not too sure on why we do this layer, but I will tell you guys in the near future it's definitely important. Plus that background gives it a little splash. There's a lot of things that goes on when doing embroidery that you don't really get to see. So I took this time and this opportunity to switch out one of the colors, and I just wanted to document and get it on video so you guys can see actually what it is that I'm doing. And I'm gonna try to explain it as it's actually going. I didn't have the best of camera angles, but I tried to do my best. So what I'm doing is I'm at the wall right now grabbing the actual color that I need, which I did decide to go with the orange, the familiar orange for the undefeated duck. So I went to go grab the orange foam. Now they say it's best to use the same color foam that you're going to use for that top layer of stitch. And I had this bright orange that I'm doing for the lettering, so I decided to get a piece of orange foam. Now simply once I cut it down to size, I'm just going to set it aside the actual hoop to embroider on. I'm not sure if you can spray this to actually adhere it, but I'm figuring once that first stitch hits it, it's actually in there. And from all the videos that I've been watching, I haven't seen anybody else spray it, so I just went on ahead and laid it in there. But what I'm doing now is actually applying that thread to the actual machine, and I'm looping it. The number that I was looping it through was actually number 9. And it is a tedious process, and it can be confusing if you don't actually do this on a regular. Proud to say that my first time doing it, I actually got it and just kept replicating. And not to call myself a pro, but I can put thread on any machine now. Well, at least so I feel like it. So as you see, I'm actually following the lines. Now there's a bunch of lines that's at the top of the machine that actually guide you, or like an arrow, to the actual number and the actual tension bob that it goes around. It's a couple of different holes and the different slots that's there, so you got to take your time. You got to do this patiently. So you see I got the thread, I'm threading it through the hole. Now I'm bringing it down into the slots. The slots is kind of weird too. That was something I had to figure out. Like you loop it around one, you pull it up, and then you bring it back through the actual same slot, and then you thread it through the top of the needle or the bobbin, or not the needle, but the bobbin, I guess. Whatever that arm is that actually pulls the thread up to actually embroider, y'all. I'm sorry about my descriptions, as I'm still new to this, and I'm actually trying to figure out the best way to describe this to you guys on the spot. But it takes about 5 minutes to rethread the machine, which is not too long. So once you get it all the way through there, the last step being you have to put the thread through the eye of the needle. Now you can see I'm actually putting it through that hole up top, which I showed you. I'm bringing it down through that slot, and there's another lower slot down there that I'm actually feeding the thread through. And this is all numbered. There's all types of lines, so you won't lose your direction. You don't want to thread this up wrong. This is where most of the problems occur. Whenever the machine stops, it says check top or bottom bobbin. It's usually somewhere in this little process where the actual thread is messed up. Sometimes it'll snatch back right up through there, and other times it'll get snagged. So you just got to pay attention as with anything, and pretty much try your best. So now I'm about to sit down on this chair right here and try to get this through that eye of the needle. I'm telling you what, I never thought I needed a magnifying glass until now. Your boy's eyesight is somewhat going out. I might need to eat some more carrots, for real. But once you get it through there, you actually you hit the start, and within that first puncture into the actual shirt, into the actual foam, it should loop around the bottom bobbin, which gives it contact, what keeps the thread in place, and then it just goes through and embroider. The orange foam is in place, and now it's time to let the machine do its job.